9. Okay, that's a new number 9, number 3, number 14. Got 6. Got North Carolina, got Eagle Tide. The spots that want to just be in there. Ohio State still in there. It's a good spot for them. Just put out your games. And we'll be in the fucking playoffs, nigga. And again, they're both in playoffs. Some losers who still be in the playoffs. Possibly as long as they don't get blown the fuck out. Six, 5-2. To this week, loser, options win. Could probably lose a certain way.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Yellow Jackets offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often.
It shouldn't.
He makes the
I'm
whole
just saying.
team better. Because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that.
Let's go, bitch, nigga!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. You can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Miami's offense has the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so...
Come on, get hit, big guy. Going on the ground.
Outside will be a great matchup.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He finds his man. Tackled there by the defense.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
The Hurricanes pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, back.
What I'm looking for?
Yeah, she right there. Come on, bro. Why you waiting for this time? You trapped his life?
I was on a crash.
Yeah. I trapped it. What's trapping up there? Oh, somebody see us. Oh, lead through this door.
Oh.
This is where we started off, man.
Man.
No, that's how he just is, nigga.
First downs, get some positive momentum.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and it just couldn't hook up on that one.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that pass intercepted. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone of the 19.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extreme.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Nigga!
So it's not the
Oh,
end of the world.
bitch.
You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
This isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Leaves him with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly, mate.
He just played the whole time. I was one square away from
Catch just outside the 40-yard line.
Shut the fuck up,
Here
little
comes the
bitch
Hurricanes
ass
looking to gather a
niggas.
little more strength. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side.
Woo.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. And how about the efficiency on that?
What you know, nigga? What you got? What you gonna give me? Short, mid, or deep, nigga?
Yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was.
Right in your motherfucking ass, bitch. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
And the extra point to finish the drive.
Put in your ass, nigga. Try to put that shit.
Away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
No, bitch!
Really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. throws it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 15.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. The give to the single back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Barrels ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it in the middle. It's Ali. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's skimmed. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line and mark him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Buys a little time. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Fires on the move. Got his man. Running toward the tape. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll try the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the beatdown has ensued. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score out. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cade. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now, they've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He's got it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's going to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Pulls it in. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect it. Generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
This drive was rolling and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. That was decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. busts through behind his pad. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Miami. And the pummeling has started. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake.
Man, that place is gas, bro. It's like a Mexican fusion steakhouse.
It's out of bounds at the 22. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They keep attacking through the air. Coming after it. And he got
trying to rip fat ass motherfucker.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good...
Why the fuck is he in there?
into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
On second down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. It's caught downfield. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have
Since
this
the clock's out,
just
bitch.
keep going
Milk
at
the
it.
clock.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Trying to find his man on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm...